As I stand before such an august gathering today, my mind goes back a little more than 2 years ago to another gathering. That gathering was in sharp contrast to this one that we have today. That gathering was on the National Highway in Salem, where 5 of our family members were pulled out of a car which was almost turned into a mangled heap, and we were taken to hospital. And I looked to that crowd, that gathering, with fear, panic, and hope. And today we have another gathering, a gathering of like-minded people. And even as I am overwhelmed to see such a big and elite gathering, I want to use this occasion to thank God for our accident. Yes, I thank God for our accident, because if it were not for that accident, we would not have bridge today. And I very firmly believe that God actually made me go through that accident to tell me something, to give me a message that I believe is take care of my people. And I think that is what we are all gathered here to do, that, to take care of people who were less fortunate. You have watched the video. I think I don't need to say much about the bridge. But I just want to tell you 3 basic principles that guide us when we started this project. The first is fill the vacuum, not just be a donor of money. You know, when a family loses its breadwinner, it does not just lose a fund source. It loses its anchor, as I said in the video. Bridge will, there is a vacuum that they all follow. But Bridge will try to fill that vacuum. And to do that, what we try to do is we try to behave like a father or mother in that family, how a father would take care of the children. So what we do is we celebrate the children's birthdays together, we visit their families, we inquire about them. Basically, we are trying to bring them into a family fold and interact with them. And the second principle that guides us is help families stand on their feet. You know, when families lose their breadwinner, when an accident or a tragedy happens, what usually happens is a lot of people gather there and offer them support. But usually after a year or two, they disappear. That is actually when Bridge enters the picture. We discuss with families and we try to find out what are the possible income source for them, and we help find a job for them so that they can stand on their feet. And the third principle that guides us is pass on the entire money that we raise to such families. This is almost like a credo for us. When somebody gives us money, even if it's just 1,000 rupees, we know that money is meant for somebody else. Therefore, we have a responsibility to pass on to that money that we have received to these people. And this is the reason why a lot of people trust us with their money. There are a lot of people among all of us who want to actually help people, but they don't know which is the right platform. And Bridge offers that platform. When we started Bridge, we just wanted to start and we just wanted to help a few families. But as the months passed, the requests increased, and we actually found it difficult to manage. Especially, I remember last April, May, June period, it was really tough. That was a time when we have to pay the fees of students. We find it difficult even to pay the fees of our own children sometimes. Think of paying the fees of 25 children. We really found it really hard. But we managed it, somehow we managed it. But this year we thought we didn't want to have that kind of a problem in our hands. So we planned various fundraising initiatives. And one of the initiatives that we did is to bring out a book. And that is a book that will be released today by man. Friends, Bridge's journey is the story of some wonderful gestures of several people. And if I may not boast it, I have to bring, I must share this with you. In the hospital, when we were in the hospital, when I was sitting with my daughter, she told me, "Daddy, you always wanted to start something, no? Probably this accident is an eye-opener for us. Why don't you start something now? Why don't you take the money that you gave me on my 18th birthday. You know, I had given her 18,000 rupees on her 18th birthday to celebrate the way she wanted. She said, even after 1 year, I have not used it. I think I have everything. So why don't you take that money back and why don't you start what you always wanted? I'm happy to tell you that Bridge actually is built on the foundation of that birthday gift that she returned to me. You know, our Chief Resource Officer, Balu sir, is another such great person. If we have so many dignitaries today, it is all thanks to him. And he has been a wonderful fundraiser for us. I can strongly, convincingly say that Bridge, the foundation or the backbone of Bridge is Balu sir. I really thank Balu sir. I don't know where. But I must place on record a few people that have touched me during this journey. One is none other than veteran journalist TJS George sir. Unfortunately, he is not here. You know, as soon as he heard about this Bridge project from Balu, he summoned me. He called me to the press club and he asked me, Shibu, what are you up to? I said, sir, this is a small project that we like to do, and I explained what the project was. And if you know George sir, you will know that he is a cynic. He doesn't believe people easily like that. So he heard me out, and at the end he suggested a few takes, gave me a few takes, and then we left. After a month, he called me again, and when he called me again, he had a bunch of newspaper and magazine cuttings, and he told me, you read this, take it home and read it and study it. I thought such a great person like George sir had the time to collect all that and give to Shibu, who is a nobody. I just couldn't believe. And at the end of it, he said, Shibu, you are starting a wonderful project. He gave me a check of rupees 50,000, said, I am with you, go ahead. He is not here, I am really grateful to George sir. The second person who touched me is none other than Bala Maladi sir. 2 weeks ago, Balu and I met him in his office. When we met him, we were not sure of conducting a program like this, because main issue was the fund. So I discussed, when we met him, I discussed the Bridge project, and I was narrating how we are going to plan to do, take this forward. He told me midway and said, Shibu, stop, I have understood. I can see the sincerity in what you are saying. You go ahead, I am with you, my company and me personally is going to be with you. You go ahead. And he summoned his lieutenants to his cabin and said, do whatever Shibu wants to do. And the Bridge video that you saw actually is made by them. And I'm really grateful to Bala sir. Sir, we are really proud of you. Thank you so much. And the third person actually who touched me is Sudhamurthy ma'am herself. We have all heard of her, and I know Sudhamurthy ma'am. I've been seeing her, perhaps she doesn't know me. I've been with the Economic Times for the past 23 years. She has been coming for various functions of ET, and she has been a winner of several awards that we have given. And I've talked to her, I don't know if she will remember me, she doesn't. But yesterday, I met her at a function. And I don't have to tell you all, the simplicity of the lady. And when I explained the project to her and what we are going to do, she did not have to think at all. She said, Shibu, go ahead, I am with you. We are with you, and she is going to support us in this project. Ma'am, we are really grateful to you. Another key person I want to acknowledge is Mrs. Rajashree Birla ma'am. Due to some family engagements, she could not be here today. And she said she would send us a video message actually. And she was supposed to send it yesterday. And what happened yesterday, called Dr. Pragnya Ram, head of CSR department of Aditya Birla Group, called me and said, ma'am is actually not well. She's suffering cold and cough. Even after one sentence she coughs, she's not able to do, so please, she'll send us a text message which can be read out. I said, fine, so I felt a little bad. I said, okay, it's fine, so what can we do? But late in the evening, I get a call. Dr. Ram was telling me, she felt so bad about it all. She said, okay, I am going to shoot it. I cannot but shoot the video, and she summoned people, and she actually shot the video, sent me late in the night. Such is the kind of commitment, that I can always remember. I am really thankful to her. And she has sent Mr. Ashish Dixit, the Managing Director of Aditya Birla Fashions, on her behalf. She has sent the video message, which we will play later. Friends, Bridge is a story of such wonderful people, such support that we always receive. And I tell you, the support is not of such big people, such great people. Bridge has been supported by mostly ordinary people. There is a lady here actually. She's actually a kidney patient herself. She sent me rupees 5,000 a check and took 5 books of Dare to Dream, which she said she wants to distribute. Now, when I came to know about her situation, I called her and said, ma'am, please don't give me money. Please take care of yourself first. And she said, sir, I want to be part of Bridge, and please don't deny me that happiness. There is this another person who passed on to the Bridge the entire money he received on his daughter's birthday. Again, there is this Raghavendra Padukone, Raghu we call him. He is part of Bridge. He has arranged the food and many other things on the stage. And when I told him, Raghu, please don't bear all the expense, we will all share it. And he said, sir, Bridge is mine and I will do it. Such is a sense of belonging that our people have. Again, when we were wondering where to hold this function, and I was asking Balu, what can we do? I mean, we need a place and it's actually going to be costly. Balu said, okay, leave it to me. I know someone who can do it. He called Sir Sadananda Maya sir and explained what the project, the Bridge project. And he told Balu sir, tell me the date and consider it done. And that the same decision was endorsed by Dr. H. Ram Rao sir himself. And we have this venue all free for us. And another person I want to thank and mention especially is Mr. S.V. Rao of Mega Infrastructure. He has come all the way from Hyderabad only for this function. He is with us here. When we started the project, he released 1 lakh rupees. And when I invited him to come for this function, he told my friend, our common friend Sukumar, he is also here. Both of them, 3 of them came from Hyderabad. And he said, let's go. Probably we can help them some more. That is the kind of spirit that, our people, that's the kind of support that we have. Friends, people like Karthik Subbaraman, Rakesh Bedi, Rohit Rao of Kotak Bank, Shaji and Suja, our family friends and great benefactors, retired Wing Commander of Air Force James Uncle, whom we have, and Geetanjali, Sujitra, Krishna Gaude, Feroz, Banu Tej, Archana Rai, Animisha. Ordinary people, but great pillars of support. I wish to end with just 2 messages. One is to the affected families. If you have lost your breadwinner, it is not your mistake. So don't think you are alone, we are with you. And the other message I want to give is to the rest of us. That is, if we are alive today, it is not because of our merit. We just happen to be lucky. And if we are lucky, don't you think we owe a lot to the unlucky ones? Let us therefore lay ourselves down like a bridge over troubled waters. Thank you so much.